number 1 with a closed blade and use it a bit lower than we use number 1 with an open blade. Open the blade to use the 0.5 or half and focus only using the border of the blade and cut from left to right. Use the 0.5 or half a bit lower than we use number 1 with a closed blade. We are making the haircut without making guidelines. Without making guidelines, you can advance a lot faster. Close the blade to use number 0 and continue focusing and only using the border of the blade and cut from left to right. Use it a bit lower than we use the 0.5 or half. Clean with the brush the hair cutted so you can see clearly the hair that you need to cut. We're gonna blend the beard with the sideburn area. We're gonna use the 0.5 or half. Then later you can use number 0 a bit lower than we use the 0.5 or half. The rest of the hair on the bottom cut it using the trimmer. Don't bring the trimmer too high so you don't make a line. Use the border of the trimmer's blade to make the outline in this area. We're gonna use the shaver, focusing only using the border of the machine. We are using it a bit lower than we use the trimmer. You can use this part of the comb to extract the hair hidden on the edges. We're gonna make the outline on the neck area. We're gonna blend the neck area. We're gonna start in the middle. We're gonna use number 1.5. We're gonna use number 1 with an open blade. Here you can see the darker areas. There's one in the corner of the left side and there's also another one in the middle. Use number 1 with an open blade using this part of the guard. Close the blade to use it a bit lower than we used it with an open blade. In this case you will see there's not much to blend, so the taper on the back is gonna be a lot easier using this technique. Now we are working the middle using the border of the guard. Continue blending the neck area using number 1 with a closed blade. Open the blade to use the 0.5 or half and we are gonna attack these areas. Use the border of the clipper's blade. In this area we use the right side of the clipper's blade. Close the blade to use number 0 and use it a bit lower than we use the 0.5 or half. As you can see, I'm using the clipper in a diagonal position because the hair grows to the left. In this area, I'm using the clipper going up because the hair grows going down. The rest of the hair cut it using the trimmer. We're gonna make the taper on the right side of the neck. We're gonna open the blade to use number 1 and we're gonna continue blending. Open the blade to use the 0.5 or half, and as you can see here, it's very easy and clear to identify the darker areas. We are only gonna attack this one on the right side and this one in the middle. Close the blade to use number 0 and use it a bit lower than we use the 0.5 or half. As you can see, we still have a darker area in the middle. We can use the border of the machine's blade to attack this area. We are using the 0.5 or half. In this area, I close the blade to use number 0 and I use it a bit lower than we use the 0.5 or half. The rest of the hair on the bottom, cut it using the trimmer. Continue with the taper on the right side. We're gonna use number 1.5 in a diagonal position. Open the blade to use number 1 and we're gonna use the left border of the clippers and we're gonna introduce the machine from right to left. We are using number 1 with an open blade a bit lower than we use the 1.5. Use number 1 with a closed blade and continue using the border of the guard and continue introducing the clipper from right to left. We're gonna use it a bit lower than we use number 1 with an open blade. Open the blade to use the 0.5 or half and continue using the border of the blades and use it a bit lower than we use number 1 with a closed blade. We are making the entire haircut without making guidelines. Close the blade to use number 0 and continue using the border of the clipper's blade and use it a bit lower than we use the 0.5 or half. We're gonna blend the beard with the sideburn. We open the blade to use the 0.5 or half. Then later you can use number 0 a bit lower than we use the 0.5 or half. The rest of the hair on the bottom, cut it using the trimmer. Don't bring the trimmer too high so you don't make a line. Use the border of the trimmer's blade to make the outline in this area. Use the shaver, continue using the border of the machine. Use it a bit lower than we use the trimmer. You can use this part of the comb to extract the hair hidden on the edges. We're gonna make the tape in the front area. We're gonna start making a cut in the middle, then later we're gonna connect the left side and the right side. Use the trimmer in a vertical position to make the outline in this area. We're gonna make the shave. We're gonna use the shaving cream. In the tape of the front, I only use water so I can see clearly the line. Open the weight using this part of the straight razor. We also shave the neck area. We're gonna start in the middle and then we're gonna connect the right side and the left side. We are only opening a way that later we're gonna shave going down. In the right side of the outline, we're gonna open a way using this part of the straight razor. We also did the beard. We're gonna start making the outline on the top using the trimmer. We did the straight line and the jawline. For cutting the length of the hair, we use number 1 with a closed blade. In the mustache area, we use the 0.5 or half because the hair is darker and thicker. We apply the shaving cream and we're gonna start shaving in the top area. Then we're gonna shave the outline on the bottom. I always start shaving in this area because the hair is thinner and it's very easy to open a way to make the outline on the top of the beard. Reshave the outline on top of the beard against the grain. Now we're gonna shave the bottom. Continue with the tape of the front on the right side. We also shave in this side against the grain. Now to finish the haircut, we also shave the bottom on the jawline. As you can see, I'm using my tongue to make the skin flatter and also reduce the curvature that the skin has so the straight razor can fall easier. This is the final result. This was a skin blowout using number 2 on top, and we also did the rear with number 1. I hope you liked my video. Thanks for watching and see you next time. These are some of my previous videos. I invite you to watch them. If you like them, hit the like button, share it and subscribe.